What up, everybody? This is Will Pharaoh, and welcome to my new show, The Vault. This is the first edition. I got my friends in here with me, Patrick Cloud, Jade Stradamus, and Mr. Slick Living, Khleo Thomas. This show is to take you through my vault of collective movies I have been collecting throughout the years. I'm a huge movie fan. So I'm going to show y'all some of the DVD collections that I have. You will tell me if you've seen it. If you haven't, your face will probably look like Pat's right now. If you have, it'll probably light up like a Christmas tree. But if you haven't seen it, I'm going to pitch the movie to you and try to convince you to go watch it. I will most likely fail because my taste is very skewed and a lot of these don't hold up. But they are still classics to me. So, are y'all ready to get into it?
Yes.
Absolutely.
I'm ready. Let's go.
All right. My first DVD out of the collection, The Pagemaster.
Yes. Yes.
100%.
Classic.
Yes, The Pagemaster. Look, don't even have no cover. It's just
It's just the writing that's on the little itty bitty circle.
That's how it used to be back in those days. The back cover. Look, this was one of the great. This is just awesome.
Hell
It's
yeah.
a gem. It's a gem.
Dude, that movie glorified literacy and
Yeah.
libraries. I mean, you can't get cooler than that.
Yes.
You know how bad I wanted to go to the library and read, hoping one of these characters busts out and
That's the
take me on an adventure.
It made reading lamer because it's like you watch this and you're just like, I'm gonna go to the library. I'm about to find all these wizards, and then you just reading a novel, a fantasy novel. Nothing happens. You're just turning pages. I was like, man, put me back in the movie.
You have no imagination, or just because like
It didn't compare. It was like VR compared to reading.
See, I understand that part, but too though, it also depends on how dope your library was. If you didn't have a good library, that was gonna be like how Pat said. You start reading through them like, man, this sucks, and everything always checked out. But if you had like a dope library, like a good reading area to go sit in and stuff like that, and you had a dope imagination, you was already in there, and you saw an old white dude pass with a white beard. You just
Is that murder?
maybe it's my turn. Let me go over there. Maybe it's me.
I'm
But
surprised we haven't gotten a remake of this. I would love a remake in this with updated CG and all that.
Remember you said it. They're gonna announce it. Damn
Yeah.
it. You spoke
you
into
said
it.
Pat. Yep.
It's gonna
Not
happen.
Not happening.
Wait,
Starring Tom. Yep. Pagemaster starring Tom Holland.
oh, Tom Holland as a 10-year-old.
Christopher Lloyd.
Yeah, man.
What it is? Will Arnett is gonna be Tom Holland's dad.
Ryan Reynolds gonna be in it. Samuel L. Jackson's gonna be in
They're
it,
all going to be different books.
and Chris Pratt's gonna be in it. I'm telling it right now.
I didn't know what the whole sanctuary thing meant for
Sanctuary.
yeah, that like him that book doing that. I didn't get it as a kid. I was like, why is he saying sanctuary? It wasn't until I went back later and watched Hunchback of Notre Dame that I understood like what that meant for people that would run into the church, and that's how they would scream for sanctuary. You can't touch me because I'm underneath the Lord of God, the house of God. I was like, oh, that's what that means.
Yeah, that's what Frankenstein did too. So like wherever
Yo.
people. What up?
Brody,
Hey.
what up? What up?
Brody, welcome to the vault. Of course,
All
you're
right.
supposed to be here for Drunkies and Dragons, but this is a new show I have. I'm going through my vault of DVD collection. If you know it, you'll reminisce just like how we were with the Pagemaster.
Got it.
If you don't, I will pitch it to you to try to convince you to watch it. Most likely, I will fail because a lot of these movies don't hold up, and I haven't got my pitch game down just yet.
So
I'm
you're
gonna-
picking movies that actually exist that we may or may not remember.
Exactly.
Do
So
we
he
guess
decided
it?
to just Pagemaster. Everybody's seen Pagemaster.
Everybody's seen it.
I can't say that I've actually seen it in its entirety. I just know there's a video game and Macaulay Culkin and there's a dragon or something.
You never seen it?
Brody,
No.
you are a horrible person.
No, you know what?
Brody.
Because I never got to it. I think for whatever reason, Macaulay Culkin always had a more popping film. He had Richie Rich out one season. I was like, I'll catch Pagemaster later. Then he had The Good Seed out. I was like, I'm gonna catch Pagemaster later. And then I don't know what he grew into. I don't know. Maybe that wild and crazy Macaulay Culkin was an adult doing drugs movie.
That is true. Yeah.
He-
So,
I wasn't gonna go back to Pagemaster at that point.
okay. So what you're letting us know is you didn't read as a child. That's what you let us
I did read. I read books that weren't always adapted into movies, like The Pagemaster.
Those books have been made into movies, so
Y'all can't just see a movie and act like that covered all the bases. Like, yeah, I saw the movie, so I might as well say I read the book too.
there were a lot of them I did do that.
You started as a book?
I didn't know that.
No,
did it?
that I don't know. That I don't know. But I wouldn't be surprised if it did.
No, I'll be reading my ass off, man.
But there is, so now that was a very, of course, known movie. This one, though, may not be. So, what do y'all know about The Shadow?
Oh, I don't know.
Alec Baldwin.
Ooh, Baldwin.
Nope.
I still have a hard time believing that Alec Baldwin is the same Baldwin in Beetlejuice. And for some odd reason, they don't correlate to me.
Who's he in Beetlejuice?
Yeah,
He's the guy.
He's the ghost. He's the one with Gene. You know what it is? That just proves that dye jobs can work perfectly. Because he was like blondish kind of in that movie.
Yeah.
And then he switched to black. That's what he started having hits, and that's what people do him for. So like you say, you go back, you like, is that Alec Baldwin with Gina Davis and Michael Keaton?
He's one of the actors that got more popular when he was older and like completely just switched it up. And now he's like the Alex Baldwin we know now in everything. But he had a he's almost like Charlie Sheen. Like it's hard for me to believe that Charlie Sheen was in like old movies.
Yeah, like Hot Shot and all of that stuff.
Right.
But yes, The Shadow. The Shadow is another comic book movie. Don't know what comic book it's from, but what it was about was Alec Baldwin had basically this is like the knockoff Batman, but with like hypnotic powers. It kind of
he's the Riddler.
in a way, like that's really kind of like what The Shadow is. Like he loses everything. He started going to find like all the people of color to help save him and get him right on the path of whatever he's going to. Then he meet this dude, and this dude basically can give you influence. Like it was like the Force. He'll just be like, it'll get like everything will get dark and it'll just be one light and it'll be like, Patrick, you will go buy me a blunt.
So the Jedi mind trick is called the influence?
Yeah, that's what
you have the Force.
Yeah, and so when Alec Baldwin really got into it, he grew his long ass nose that he just put like a little cloth on there, and he had these badass guns, and he just be like, the Shadow nose. And his shadow be kicking ass too. Like his shadow was really alive, helping him fight and hide into the shadows and be kicking ass and shit like that.
So he's the villain from The Princess and the Frog.
I was about to think, yeah.
Almost. But this, and
he's
Khleo. This is the evil guy, right? And so what he did was he mind fucked the whole city. He hit a whole building where he was just hiding in and stuff like that. And then there was this knife that came alive that bit Alec Baldwin because he wasn't fucking with him, but it was a dagger. And you had to learn how to basically make the dagger your bitch. And so when you did, it was like basically that was you mastering the powers of the Shadow.
So that's like Bleach.
Yeah, and then like everybody loves Raymond. His daddy was in it. He was the driver, the taxi driver. So they just be like, this nigga had everybody on lock that he saved. So like, if he saved you, Alec Baldwin, he'll give you a ring. And he basically like, yo, you work for me. So anybody with this ring on, they'll give you a code like, the sands is hot, but the ice is slippery. That's how y'all know. Like, all right, we fucks with each other. We know what it is, what you need. I got you.
So
and that was how
what's their thing they say? It's like what's their fraternity greeting?
Who?
You said they say something they both know. They're like,
they be like the sun is hot, but the ice is slippery.
The sun is hot, but the ice is slippery. So if you just say that out your ass, you'd be like, oh no. People are like, oh, that nigga's crazy. Like, no, that nigga knows the real world.
Here was my red flag.
Which one?
If I was describing Batman, I would probably talk about his suit within the first 2 minutes. I noticed you talked about a superhero for a very long time, did not mention his attire or suit. So I just took it upon myself to go on Google.
You said there's a cloth on his nose?
This nigga looked like Red Dead Redemption Ermac with two pistols. This is the worst.
Is that the Darkwing Duck origin story movie?
This looks like this dude. First of all, this dude looked like a human Darkwing Duck, but
He
it
looks
also
like
looks white man Zorro.
he looks like Kung Lao. This nigga played one round of Mortal Kombat, was like, I'm the Shadow now.
Aaron Black.
This Aaron Black. There you
Look
go.
at Aaron Black.
Yeah, Aaron Black needs to take
That's
it.
1950s Aaron Black right there, man. So
Oof.
So around the room, starting with Jay, because I know Patrick's still moving. Did I convince you to go check out this movie?
I mean,
I heard it in your voice.
I love you, Will. I really do. And I think you normally have a great taste in so many things. I'm not stoked on watching this movie, but like if you were like super just gung-ho, like you have to see this, like tears in your eyes, I mean, I might give it a few minutes, but honestly, like, I don't know. I can't say that I would, spend 90 minutes of my life force watching this.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Jay. I wouldn't put you through 90 minutes. You're a real friend if you did. This is one of those, I'm gonna be honest. I watch in my room alone at 1 a.m. when I can't sleep. Well, might as well watch The Shadow.
How many old DVDs did you have to brush to the side in that bin to find The Shadow? Because I already know this screams Ralph's, Target, Blockbuster bins. You know, the shit that they're just like, man, just take it.
Oh,
Look, we'll even throw in some fucking popcorn. We know you like the popcorn more, but just get this out of our fucking store.
10 for $1. 10 for $1. Please.
Yeah,
We'll pay you
exactly. Yes, that was exactly where I got it from. The $3.99 bin. I saw it. I was like, oh, I got $4. Here we go.
They charged you $4 for that? Damn,
Man,
listen,
that's
pay
something you
$4.
bootleg.
You pay $4 for Alec Baldwin. Okay, Alec Baldwin at least deserves $4.
that's a markup. That's 100% markup.
I'll pay $20 for Alec Baldwin and Beetlejuice, but this Shadow shit, that ain't it, bro.
I get it. It ain't for everybody. Broady, what about you?
No, absolutely not. The fact that when you said he wears a small drape over his nose, I was just out. I was tuned out right there. I was trying to imagine that for the whole time, and I just didn't like him after that.
But think about it. You in COVID now, so imagine when you put it on, you be like the Broady.
Oh, you just made it so much worse.
See now, yeah, I wasn't even thinking that, and now I hate him a lot more. I want
I hate
Batman
myself.
and the Riddler to kill this guy.
That's understandable. That I understand.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a whole. I'm watching the trailer. Will,
Oh,
what is this Genghis Khan
Man.
shit going on?
he
bro?
was Genghis Khan.
China.
The dude was Genghis Khan. He was trapped, and that's why I tell y'all.
Wait.
The evil dude was trapped in the shadow.
He's in China.
Wait.
He
Are
was-
you just adding stuff to the story now because you
I
think
didn't tell
we're
y'all-
gonna like
I didn't
it?
tell y'all this part. It was like
You can't just throw in Genghis Khan into a story and
No,
expect
it was
niggas not to
Genghis,
like what
like-
you're talking about.
Listen. This right here is Genghis Khan right here. The dude right here. What happened was they put him in like this sarcophagus, but he was still alive. And so he been alive this whole time, but then he got to a museum. Oh boy, security start fucking with the knobs and shit. It start opening up. Then it released him. And they were saying like that's how he took over the whole world because he had the whole.
So
he
it's
had
like
force.
if Batman met Star Wars met A Night at the Museum.
Met V for Vendetta. Like, what is going on? I'm
But-
good, bro. Don't watch the trailer. Don't watch the trailer.
That's 4 no's, sir.
So he's Ben Stiller. He just woke the museum up. Is that what it is?
Jesus.
That's just one part of it. Listen, if you like Inception,
I love
you
Inception.
will not like The Shadow.
Oh, okay.
That was
There we
not a
go.
great comparison.
That's a good litmus test. No, I understand what you mean.
I thought about it and I was like, don't compare those two.
That's perfect.
So I got one more before we get out of here. Jade, automatically you gotta like this. You automatically gotta like this, and I'm gonna tell you why soon. The Wizard. Anybody seen The Wizard? If you know Corey Matthews from Boy Meets World, that's his brother from the Wonder Years.
Not even him.
Nope. Just
Savage.
I didn't want to say Fred Savage because people might not know who that is.
You gotta go even further. You gotta if you watch the show Girl Meets World, her dad is a guy that was on Boy Meets World, and his brother is a nigga that was on Wonder Years. Like we're so
Is there really a Girl Meets World?
yes.
Yes.
Wow.
See, look at you. We know what generation you're in, bro.
They all came back too. Every single one of them came back for that show.
Dude, Raven has kids now. The Full House
Yep.
motherfuckers got kids. Everyone got kids
Raven
on
has
sitcoms
kids?
now.
Yeah,
Orlando
Raven is
Brown,
back with
we're
kids.
next to the Raven. What's Raven's show called? Raven's Home.
Raven's home, yeah.
Oh.
Raven
Oh.
Simone?
Yeah,
Yeah,
she has kids
Raven's
now.
Home has her
she
own
has
show.
kids. And the homegirl that was with her, she has kids as well. Lizzie McGuire's gonna come back with her own show.
With kids?
With kids.
I don't know if she's married. She works somewhere. I think like a journalist
Oh,
or something like
What's
that.
Wizard? What's Wizard? Let's start
So,
there.
all right. So
Okay.
here, let me put you up on game. You are Fred Savage, man. You are a part of a family. I'm gonna put this as little Patrick, because Patrick, I feel like you the Black Boy Meets World. Like if there was a Black Boy Meets World, it would be centered around the clouds.
That Savage.
Yeah, let's just say you Fred Savage. This is Ryan. And unfortunately, your mom has gone to greener pastures. Heaven forbid that happen. And Ryan gets quiet. Ryan don't want to talk. He don't want to do nothing. But he becomes awesome at video games.
Mm-hmm.
And so he finds out about this tournament that he want to go to because he feels like if he can do that, he can win this money, help from y'all dad getting fired and having to move and do all kind of stuff, and he just runs off.
Some real
Some
real shit going on in here.
Yeah, so you go and follow him, and because you're trying to get him back and stuff. And then this chick, she just a hitchhiker. Let's say this is Jay. Jay just out there in them streets. We don't really know what Jay doing, but Jay got on a Dragon Ball Z shirt, so of course Patrick went over there to go say something. And then she just kind of like, yo, if y'all gonna really be trying to go do this, come with me. I'll help y'all get there, but you gotta split the profits with me. And Patrick's like, all right, bet, we'll do it. So y'all go cross country, and y'all are playing some of the dopest arcade game nostalgia. This Lil Ryan is kicking everybody's ass.
This is literally act 2.
Yeah, everybody trying to get to this tournament. So y'all just kind of like road tripping, hitchhiking all the way to California. And guess what's playing when y'all are doing all of this? Our favorite track from Heartland, Send Me an Angel.
No way.
Yes, that is where I learned this song.
I'm in. I'm in.
Yes.
You don't have to say anything else.
Yes, and of course the trials and tribulations of hitchhiking as children, the conflict between the brothers and trying to get everything right and still get to this tournament. They finally get there, and it's at Universal Studios. So we get to see the Jaws ride, the Back to the Future, real nostalgic, and they get there. Not only do they get there, one of their nemesis that they had been running across was the guy that got the Nintendo Power Glove. We in the Nintendo 1 stage. They get to this tournament to fight. Ryan's busting ass. He's just killing, destroying everything. Like he's been murking up and down the hitchhiker road on these arcades. And then what happens?
Are you telling us the whole movie? Why would we watch it after this?
He is, man. Let him get to the good part.
Yeah, because
This was a synopsis.
believe me, you're not going to rewatch this. That's why I'm telling you the story from here.
But tell them what game they drop at the Nintendo tournament.
They go to the tournament and they drop in a new game during this time. Super Mario Brothers 3.
Nobody's seen that shit before, not even in the real world. They dropped it in a movie.
Holy
Yeah.
shit, I saw it already.
Yeah.
I played it too.
Yeah. But see
You put
that,
a video game in a movie?
yeah.
Before it came out, they dropped it in the movie as
That's
product placement. It was the best product placement ever.
That's amazing.
So
Crazy.
Genius.
That's crazy.
So all of them had to play this, never played it before, got to the end. He won, he saved everybody, they got paid, and then they continued to go be whatever this is.
Hitchhiking Kids, which we all know would totally pass these days.
Yeah. So who's watching this with your boy after smoking a blunt?
You just gave us the whole synopsis.
I'll
You
watch
gonna
it
still
again.
watch it.
You don't even have to have Tree. I watch that shit. So
I feel like this was a really, really dope movie in 6th grade. If I was the age that I was watching Brink and Johnny Tsunami, I'd be all in. If I had never seen Mario 3, awesome. I want to check it out. Nowadays,
Nowadays.
Don't act like
he hit no S on that. Nowadays. There's one day he's gonna think about it.
As of now, of these
Nowadays.
nowadays.
No Brink, no Johnny Tsunami. Never seen either of those, and that falls right in the line with this. So I'm good, bro. On Wizard.
You didn't see Brink?
Nope.
You know what? This is the same dude that don't like Hercules, so this don't surprise me whatsoever.
All the
Hercules is
Disney
bad.
movies to dislike.
Shame.
Hercules is not unbelievable.
It's trash.
It's not trash, but I could see why people wouldn't like that one.
Not a fan.
But he thinks
Oh, no.
which is awesome.
I'm gonna give a gamer no.
Alrighty. Khlеo's giving it a no. I think Jade and Broady, I've convinced them
That's all you need.
to come.
I'm definitely watching this. You know, definitely not the Wizard, not the Grand Wizard, which is a biopic on your top Klansman. Not that one, but definitely the Wizard.
Yes. All right. 2 out of 4 ain't bad. All right. So y'all can go play your little Final Fantasies and stuff like that, and we gonna go watch the Wizard, get all
Watch the
nostalgia.
OG.
Okay.
Yeah.
We would have more fun than you guys, guaranteed. By the way.
You don't know that.
Mhm.
You don't know that. Most likely, you probably would.
What are y'all gonna watch? The Shadow?
Right.
If we stuck in Will's house, that might be our only option.
Look, if you have 2 options, the Wizard or the Shadow, what y'all watching?
Don't do that.
Yo, the sleepover. You only rented 2 movies from Blockbuster. They were the Shadow and the Wizard.
I mean, what are we doing? The nigga has a gun to your face and says, "Watch the Wizard." Okay, I'll watch the Wizard.
Here we go then. Out of the 3.
I'll take Pagemaster right goddamn now.
Alrighty then. So we watching the Pagemaster. Which one is like, all right, I don't fuck with it, but I'll check it out, and which one is get the fuck out of here?
I'm gonna laugh my ass off at the Shadow,
So
and
you
I'm
keep
literally
it?
gonna be looking at my phone the whole time during the Wizard.
Okay.
I'm gonna rest my drink on the Shadow so I don't mess up your mom's nice wooden table. Rest my drink on that while we watch the Wizard.
Hurtful but fair. Jade.
I think we know my answer. I think that watching The Shadow would just make me like upset, but I think watching The Wizard's gonna make me feel all fuzzy inside because, I mean, come on, who doesn't wish they could be a kid hitchhiking to a fucking arcade playing Mario Kart? Wait, I have dreams. I don't know about you guys.
You know how much I wanted to run away after that, but then I realized was like,
You're like, I'm black. Hey.
yeah, like once you get lost in the Astrodome and you realize like no one's gonna kidnap me. Like I'm really on my own in this. Like someone wanted me. I was like, that's fair. My mom was telling me that no one's gonna kidnap
And that
me.
was hitchhiking in the 90s, which was real.
Yeah.
Now they have Amber Alerts. You can't even hitchhike.
So Pat, you were the last one. Which one you just like, all right, put it in, and which one is get it the fuck out of here?
No, I agreed with Khleo. I'd watch The Shadow because it looks funnier. There's nothing about the Wizard that seems fun or cool. It's like an Olsen Twins movie.
And they made a lot of movies, didn't
You
they?
didn't like It Takes Two?
It was fire. Like I said, when I was a child. If I watched that now, I'd shoot myself.
Probably. I don't think it holds up. But anyway, thank y'all so much for being here on The Vault. I want to thank my guests, Jay, Broady, Khleo, Patrick. Thank y'all for checking out this first edition. I'm going to be coming at y'all with some more of these. Be sure you like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, my Twitch. It is going down, and I will catch y'all next time.
Peace.